If you believe the internet right now, Spain's new V16 emergency light is a government tracking device, a secret tax, a scam, or something that automatically summons police, ambulances, helicopters, breakdown trucks, and divine intervention. None of that is true. And because we're getting very close to January the 1st, 2026, misinformation is spreading faster than a Guardia Civil speeding fine. So, in this video, I want to reset the conversation. Not just another what is the V16 explainer, I've already done that twice, but what it doesn't do, what people are completely misunderstanding, and what actually matters in real life. Let's clear the fog. Welcome to YouTooSpain. Let's dive straight in. One of the biggest myths is that this is some kind of rolling surveillance device. Here's the reality. The V16 does nothing until you break down, switch it on, and it's been on for around 100 seconds. That's important. It doesn't constantly transmit, it doesn't ping your location while driving, it doesn't spy on where you go on holiday, it doesn't have any information about you or your vehicle except that there is a vehicle and it's a hazard. Until it's on and stationary, it's just a plastic object in your glove box. That's all. This one causes an awful lot of confusion. You do not register the V16 with the DGT. You cannot register it with the DGT. There's no way of doing that. If a manufacturer talks about registration, they mean their own system, not the Spanish Traffic Authority. Why do they do it? Because many brands offer an app to test functionality or battery checks or product verification. That registration is with the manufacturer, not the government, and yes, it can involve marketing data. In fact, that's probably what it's all about. So, if you don't want apps, notifications or data collection, just buy the light, test it briefly, stick it in your car. Done. This is the most dangerous misunderstanding. Let's be crystal clear. The V16 does not dial 112 for you. It does not call your insurer. It does not summon a tow truck. It does not replace e-call. It does not help if you're unconscious. It does not send medical information. It does not trigger emergency response teams. What it does do, it sends one thing only, a GPS point. That GPS point goes only to DGT 3.0. From there, the DGT may display it on overhead road signs, show it on traffic platforms like Waze or Google Maps, monitor high-risk locations. But you still have to make the phone call yourself. This is not a rescue system, it's a warning system, mainly for other drivers. Another common claim is that it'll fail in tunnels or mountains or rural Spain. Ironically, this is where it often works better. The V16 uses a low-power, narrow-band, dedicated SIM system, not normal mobile phone networks. That means low energy use, long battery life, better penetration, and detection up to around 10 kilometers. It's specifically designed for places where mobile phones struggle. Look, I get the skepticism. Spain doesn't exactly have a flawless reputation when it comes to bureaucracy and fraud, but logically, the government doesn't sell the device. And there are so many companies that do sell the authorised ones that the fraud conspiracy theory doesn't make any sense at all, unlike all other conspiracy theories, which are, of course, perfectly true. So the DGT doesn't collect any money from this at all, and the price dropped rapidly once the market opened. Some people are arguing that the real motivation is the tax revenue from the VAT, or IVA as it's called here. But seriously, I'd guess that the cost and the hassle of implementing this new law just wouldn't be worth the increase in revenue. The main reason for the light is safety logic. Standing on or walking back down Spanish motorways placing triangles has caused serious accidents and deaths. This system removes the need to do that. You don't have to leave your vehicle at all, although I do agree with the other safety advice, which is if you break down on the motorway, put on your high-vis vests, turn on your safety light, place it on your vehicle in the most visible position, climb over the barrier and walk back a little way from the car. That last bit stops you being in the wreckage zone if another vehicle hits yours, and I think that's very good advice. So, you don't have to like the light or the new law, but those are the reasons and the truth behind them. 3 genuinely important points here. Approved models. Well, there are fake and misleading imports. Some are even labelled DGT approved. However, even the ones that claim to be connected might not have the correct SIM card or work with the Spanish network. Check the official DGT list against the number that's on the light. If it's not there, don't risk it. Is there going to be a grace period? Well, there has been recent reporting that police may initially take a more informative approach rather than giving immediate fines. But that relies on goodwill. Rules in Spain are flexible until they're not. Improper use can still be fined? Well, switching it on while moving, using it as a toy, leaving it activated without a breakdown, those can still get you a fine. I've got a soft top car so the light won't stick. Well, just balance the light on top of a part of a car where it can be seen by traffic approaching from the rear. Your car's not going to be moving, so it won't go flying off. Chill! I've got a caravan, camper van, tall trailer. There's nowhere to put the light. Look, there's always somewhere you can attach it that would make it visible. Park up somewhere away from traffic and test it out. How about the side of the vehicle? Or on the top right at the back if you can reach it? Chill! It's completely useless in daylight, you can't see it! OK, it has to be said that in bright sunlight they're no more visible than hazard lights. But they're still visible, like hazard lights. I've tested mine. They're just not bright enough to look like much of a warning, really. Let's face it, the danger in this isn't the fault of the light. It's motorists not paying attention. Anyone whose car has been rear-ended by a van driven by an idiot on his phone can tell you that. My wife and I nearly got crushed to death by one the other day in a queue on the exit ramp. Hazard lights were on and perfectly visible. It wasn't the lights to blame. Also, the flashing light isn't the only thing the V16 does, so you can't say it's completely useless when it sends a signal that warns other road users. At least the ones paying attention. So chill about the light and pay attention. So no, the V16 is not a spy device, a smart rescue system, a substitute for common sense. It's simply a mandatory geolocated flashing light designed to reduce the number of people being hit on Spanish roads. You don't have to love it, just maybe understand it, and maybe focus your social media rage on the drivers who don't seem to fully comprehend that they're in charge of something like 2 tons of metal, rubber, plastic and flesh, capable of exerting a force of thousands of kilos if it slams into something solid, tens of thousands if it's going fast enough. You can't break the laws of physics, Captain. So, concentrate and stop killing people. Thanks for watching. Peas and fluff. See you in the next video.